Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday night. It is just after NXT 2.0 is getting done, and we are live with the news of the day in the world of professional wrestling. Sorry, I am getting my iPad set up here for TikTok. Good evening, everybody. I am John, the icon Johnny K. This is just the quick Tuesday night news here in the world of professional wrestling. Thank you for tuning in. Well, it looks like Paul Heyman is not going anywhere anytime soon. It has come out that he has signed a long-term extension with the WWE, which I think is a really good thing. The knowledge that Paul Heyman... What, are you talking about my show? Are you talking about my show, Tyler? Come on, really? It's not that bad, is it? Oh, Paul Heyman has re-signed with WWE, a long-term extension with WWE. Now, does that mean he's going to stay with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline? Who knows? But with the knowledge that this man has, the experience that he has, it is a great thing for WWE for them to keep him along for the long term. I really like that idea. I realize I need to change a graphic here on the screen real quick as we're going. So I'm going to keep going. Nope, I don't want that one. We want that one. There we go. Now we got the right one. So Paul Heyman sticking around. That's a good thing. I'm very happy for that. Last night, we'll talk about... Yes, I know, Tyler. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it, sir. Thank you. We have to talk about last night real quick. WWE Raw. Some changes were made, obviously, to the show because it was announced ahead of time. It was supposed to be Bianca Belair and Ronda Rousey against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Well, Charlotte obviously didn't appear on the show. Ronda obviously didn't appear on the show. And it had come out during an interview from Ronda Rousey that she was not going to be at the show because WWE never sent her a plane ticket. Who screwed that one up? How do you completely mess that up? So obviously that match that was supposed to happen, that explains why things looked so wonky at the end of the show last night. When you could see after RK Bro, after the end of that tag team match, you could see the referee first getting Randy Orton's attention and then getting Riddle's attention. Like, hey, guys, we still got like 2 minutes left here. You got to do something. That's why they pulled the Street Profits back in and hit them with RKOs again. They had to fill time, and that's why they went to the videos of, hey, this is coming up. We've got this match on WrestleMania and this match on WrestleMania. Everybody was scrambling because they misplanned the entire night. Everything got thrown off by Charlotte and Ronda not being there. And then Alpha Academy. What happened with Alpha Academy? They were supposed to be in a match last night against the Street Profits. The match was scrapped. Nothing has been said why. Fightful Selected put out a story about it earlier today, and there was no sign, absolutely no sign of Chad Gable and Otis last night. No reports, nothing has come out about what happened, why they were pulled. Hopefully it's nothing bad. Hopefully it's not, the C word again, rearing its ugly head in WWE. We have not heard anything about that. So hopefully it's nothing bad like that. NXT tonight, real quick, we ended up seeing the return of Raquel Gonzalez, and she is back with her old friend and tag team partner, Dakota Kai, and they are going to take on Toxic Attraction in the pre-show for NXT Stand and Deliver for the NXT Women's Championships. I'm glad to see that they have those titles. going on. Do we really need a pre-show for NXT Stand and Deliver? Saturday is always already going to be a ridiculous long day of wrestling. Dean, yeah, jumping in. Rollins versus Johnny K, winner takes all. I will not tell you if I have gotten a phone call from Stamford, Connecticut or not. All I can tell you is I have no plans after 12 p.m. Central Time on Sunday. So I don't know. Anything's possible, I could easily pack my bags and head down to Dallas. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe. I cannot say anything. Taco Bell or Arby's. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Really, it depends on, I love a good Arby's roast beef sandwich, but I'll tell you, chalupa sometimes goes down well. All right, let's talk about WrestleMania Night 1 main events. They have been for a while saying that the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to main event, which me, along with plenty of others, have questioned, well, why would you close the show with that? Well, Ronda Rousey has come out and she made a quote unquote major announcement about her match with Charlotte Flair and has basically said that they're going to main event Night 1. This is the quote from Ronda Rousey. She was on the Ellen DeGeneres show. As soon as I knew my due date, I was like, you know what? I bet I would be back and win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania within that time frame. Nope, this is not the quote I wanted. Here we go. This is the quote I wanted. I'm going to be the main event for the second time. I was part of the first main event with the women. This is the third. It's becoming almost something that doesn't even need to be mentioned anymore, which is the goal. So there we go. I don't know. If there's going to be a women's match main eventing Night 1, it should be Becky and Bianca. I think that's not a good way to close out Night 1 of WrestleMania. I'm sorry. I mentioned this in the watch along last night that there's an emotional tie-in with Becky and Bianca, especially now after last night. I mean, they took it to a whole nother level last night. We saw it with Brock and Roman. We've seen it with Edge and AJ, and you've seen it with Bianca and Becky. There is no emotion at all between Ronda and Charlotte. Absolutely none. TKJ, that's a good question of when. Well, it just says it was a recent appearance. And this was posted today. So I don't know. I don't know if it happened today. This is coming off of the Sportskeeda site. So I don't know if it was on today or not. If it was recorded earlier, who the heck knows? I really don't know. Yes, exactly, Tyler. Lazy booking. Very lazy booking. I agree. And it's okay. Here's one more for you. Does this really need to be news? WWE officially changes Xavier Woods' name again. This from Israel Latute from Sportskeeda. WWE SmackDown star King Woods made his on-screen return last week on the Blue brand under his previous name, Xavier Woods. Yep, they've changed his name on the website. He is no longer King Woods. He is Xavier Woods. So are they not are they not going to be referencing King of the Ring anymore? What's happening with that? I don't know. Is WWE just reaching for straws again here? I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, Sportskeeda exclusive here. Oh boy. Yeah, I should have read this ahead of time. Here's the headline. He wouldn't handpick Cody Rhodes. Veteran comments on Seth Rollins' mystery opponent, mentions The Undertaker. And of course, who do you think it is? The bro himself, Vince Russo. Vince Russo explained why the reported plan to have Seth Rollins face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania makes no sense while speaking on this week's Legion of Raw. The former WWE champion finally got what he wanted on Raw. Mr. McMahon announced that he would handpick Rollins' opponent for WrestleMania. Vince Russo reminded viewers that Rhodes didn't have a strong connection with Vince McMahon, as the WWE chairman had the superstar portray the Stardust character during his last run. Now, this is Vince Russo's direct quote. It popped up on my YouTube stream, so I watched it. The whole story being totally ridiculous, with Vince saying, "Oh, why did you jump through hoops? All you had to do was come to me." Really, bro? Yeah. For as ridiculous all that was, here's the interesting thing. Vince McMahon saying, "I'm going to pick your opponent," okay? Now, Chris, you've hit upon this, and I've told you, I don't think, and I just don't think so. And again, none of these storylines make sense, stated Russo. But if we want to talk about Vince McMahon handpicking an opponent, why would Vince McMahon handpick? He wouldn't handpick Cody Rhodes. There would be no reason in the world. This was the guy he had doing Stardust. He would not pick Cody Rhodes. Okay. What do you think of that? Do you agree with Vince? Okay, Tyler says Russo isn't wrong. Very true. But this is WWE. They retcon things all the time, don't they? They forget about histories of people. They look at Pete Dunne. Look at Piper Niven. Okay, just a couple of examples right there. We don't remember the past. Okay. Vince Russo needs to remember that this is sports entertainment. You know, this is the guy that came up with so many ridiculous, stupid gimmicks and matches and everything else. Who is he to call out something that doesn't make sense? Look at some of the crap that this guy did in WCW 2000, 2001. Okay? Don't tell me that. Okay? Vince Russo is another one of those guys that has just overstayed his welcome in the world of professional wrestling, is not relevant anymore, and just has to pull crap out of his backside just to get attention. And guess what? I just caved to it on my little channel, didn't I? Okay. Yes, garbage and garbage, Tyler. That's right. Good point, TKG. Yes, I saw that WWE is supposedly going to have Shane in Dallas for something. So I don't know exactly what they are planning for Shane in Dallas. Yes, Nicholas, you are right. Vince renaming talents is the death of them. Nothing ever good comes out of for the most part, getting renamed in WWE. So here we go. Sticking with Sportskeeda again, just because I'm on their website. Shane McMahon is set to be part of WrestleMania this weekend, according to reports. He hasn't been seen on WWE television since the Royal Rumble, and we all know the story that happened there, why he was let go. Mike Johnson of PW Insider reports that multiple sources within the company have confirmed that they are bringing Shane McMahon back for WrestleMania this year. It's not clear what capacity he is going to play, though. Will Shane McMahon be Seth Rollins' opponent at WrestleMania? Oh my goodness. Do you realize just how ticked off wrestling fans would be if Shane McMahon was announced as the opponent? Oh my goodness. Fans would totally take a dump on that show, and nothing else would matter for the rest of the night because people would be so ticked off. Oh my goodness. That is just, oh man. I mean, maybe they save Cody for Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania, but why on earth would you do that? Seriously, why on earth would you do that? Exactly, Tyler. Dax Prescott versus Seth Rollins. Well, I don't know. I mean, we've already got Johnny Knoxville. Well, first of all, Jerry Jones would never allow that. He would never allow his quarterback to be involved in anything, absolutely anything in the world of wrestling. Would not let it happen. All right. So, what do you think? Are we going to get swerved here? Is it going to be Shane McMahon and not Cody Rhodes? Is Vince Russo right? I don't know. Is this just stupid speculation that's being thrown out by, people within the WWE to get people on social media talking about it? I don't know. That's a possibility as well. Who the heck knows? Tyler, don't get me wrong. I love me some Shane McMahon. I love some Shane O'Mac, but he had enough matches. He should be done wrestling. Yeah, considering what happened at the Royal Rumble, where he was basically trying to take things over legitimately backstage and created a lot of heat with performers back there as he was trying to make it about himself. Yeah. If they bring Shane McMahon back to face Seth Rollins, they're going to have a mutiny on their hands because there's going to be a lot of ticked off talent backstage about that. There really is. DeBears 1981 asking me, so who do you think Seth will fight? I still think it's going to be Cody Rhodes, but I don't know. I mean, some of these reports coming out, it's almost like people are doubting if he actually did sign. Yeah, Nicholas, Cody should be after Mania. But then again, okay, if that's the case, like I said, will people be upset if Cody is not the opponent of Seth Rollins? I think the only reason it would make sense is, is there really a surprise? Seth comes out, they start chanting Cody's name. Could it be a situation like when, Daniel Bryan, with the Royal Rumble that one year where Daniel Bryan was not number 30. It ended up being Rey Mysterio. Are they just going to throw somebody out there to, take the heat for it not being Cody? And then we have the Cody's going to be rebranded as Goldust 2.0. Well, we've had Goldust, Stardust. Will they try doing something with like Platinum? With to take shots at Platinum Max Caster. They're going to have riots outside of Stamford. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. I don't know what's going to end up happening. Yeah, to this point, I mean, I keep trying to read as many reports as I can. I obviously don't have any inside knowledge, but geez. Okay, I don't know what you're referring. Me and my friend Mark, are you talking about The Undertaker? Oh, Veer Mahan is going to be there on Monday night. We know. We know Veer Mahan is going to be there Monday night. They've already talked about, though, cards subject to change. Maybe something will end up happening. And oh, you know what? Veer can't appear. He can't make it April 4th. Something else is going to happen. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to end up happening. Well, let's talk about one other thing here. One other thing, tomorrow night is Dynamite. Wednesday night is Dynamite. Who is going to be the surprise woman that is going to be taking on the bunny? It seems like social media is really starting to lean a little bit heavier towards Toni Storm, because there have been reports that have come out that said there are multiple AEW talent that are pushing hard for her to come in. And that there have not been any serious heavy talks between AEW and Athena, the former Ember Moon. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I think Toni Storm, coming off of the big buzz that she's gotten from her OnlyFans, it might be a really good move by Tony Khan to bring her in. I mean, she has gotten a lot of attention, even a lot of mainstream attention now, and this would be great buzz for AEW. But my concern is that, will they utilize her correctly, and will they start utilizing that women's division even better? Because the question has popped up: where's Ruby Riott? She hasn't done much since she debuted. She's had a few matches, and that's been about it. She was just on Dark Elevation this week, I think it was. So I don't know. TKG, who? Who? It's the New Day. Hello. Yeah, I saw that, and we're not even going to give him any. His time of relevance has completely gone away. I don't think anybody could ever care if the big guy ever came back again. Honestly, I think his time is over. If he does make a comeback, it's going to be in a smaller promotion. Yeah, Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox is the other one. She could be the one to come back, though she hasn't wrestled since October. She has not appeared in another promotion since October, since her release. The understanding I have is she's having some visa issues, which, I mean, if anybody could get over it, would be Tony Khan, but we shall see. Again, Nicholas, I believe Omos and Lashley is Sunday, and Omos versus Seth makes no sense. Okay, who else could you see that is big right now in WWE that could make the move to AEW? That's a really good question. A lot of it depends on contract situations. I mean, let's think about who the bigger stars are right now. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, they're not going anywhere. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, they're not going anywhere. Randy Orton and Riddle, nope. Street Profits are pretty safe. Usos aren't going anywhere. Bianca Belair is staying put. Honestly, this is going to be a tough one to say, but the next really big name that I potentially could see leaving, depending on contract situation, is Charlotte Flair. I mean, her fiance, Andrade, is in AEW. So, I don't know. Possibly. Seth versus The Undertaker would be awesome. It would be awesome, but it would be disappointing. No offense to the Undertaker. He is going into the WWE Hall of Fame, but that's not what people want to see. That's not the match we want to see. So I'd be disappointed in that. Riddle and RVD would be the perfect tag team, the High Bros. Hey, anything's possible. Anything is possible. All right, guys, this is going to be a short one. I'm keeping it short tonight. I'm going to get out of here. I am tired. It's been a long day. Be back again tomorrow. I don't know what time at this point. I got to see how the day goes. I'm going to try doing a daytime one instead of the evening, because obviously we're going to have Dynamite tomorrow night. But maybe I will come on after Dynamite just to talk about what is happening. Don't forget, Thursday is the big prediction stream. It'll be myself, Callum, and the lovely Luna Havoc at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. in the UK. We will be doing our WrestleMania predictions live, so hopefully you can join us. Thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget, as always, please like this video wherever you may be watching it. Subscribe or follow to the channel and hit the notification bell if there is one. That way you can be notified every time we go live. Hello, Lucas. Oh, you're jumping in as I'm going off the air, sir. Sorry about that. And as always, please check out the link tree. You can see it scrolling there on the bottom. It's in my bio on all my social media sites. That way you can follow me on all my different social media here. And of course, as always, check out the Amazon wish list. Until tomorrow, have a great night, everybody. Hopefully we'll have some more great news tomorrow, and I can't wait to find out who that surprise announcement by Tony Khan for the women's division is tomorrow night. Have a great night. Thank you very much. You have been watching WrestleScope Live.